Hello again, it's Roaming Dragon Development. This is tutorial 4. In this tutorial we'll actually do a move. We're going to do a punch to a kick. The guy's going to punch with his left hand and then kind of like cross punch with his left hand, then rolling back with a spin kick to the straight. You know, it's kind of like a Taekwondo thing where you're spinning around, but alright, so what you do, here's how I do my moves. I start with the stance that's going to be in. You got 3 stances: crouch, standing, and jump. So we're starting in the standing position. I have the stance loaded up, so I'm going to show the frame for the final one of the frames. It doesn't matter, first or second. I'm going to delete both the snapshots, and then we're going to do the move. So to do the move, you click on the point you want to move or rotate. And it's tricky. You just got to figure out by like pushing the buttons what stuff does. Q, W, E, R. Probably get a lot of jokes with like the QYOP game because it's just about as complex. Q, W, E, R moves the guy around. So here's Q doing that. If you hold Shift in the button, it goes reverse. W, Shift W, E, Shift E, R. R and F are easy to remember. You know, they're the twists. You know, if you remember a twist, they're the easy ones. But the other ones you don't know, you'll have to just play with. So that's A, Shift A, S, forward, Shift S, D, Shift D. Okay, and then there's Alt. Don't use Alt. Alt kind of like moves stuff around. Okay, you got Home. You press Home a couple times. That's undo. End's redo. So you'll use a lot of Home and End for stuff. So I'm hitting Home again. He'll go backwards into his stances. Okay, so we're about set. And control on a button makes it go really slow. So if you want precision, you can hit Control. Control Shift goes back really slow. We'll just hit End, get him back in position. End is undo. Home is redo. And okay. So those are some buttons. Let's see here. Let's get the move moving. Let's get the move thing. So he's gonna spin. So I'm gonna make him spin a little bit. You kind of translate. Oh wait, I have to get the Okay, so it starts. I forget. Do I have a starting frame? No, you don't have a starting frame because it's assuming the starting frame is the stance you're at. So here's the thing: it's really tricky. I mean, a lot of people aren't going to understand this a lot, but you could be in between two frames already when you launch a move. So you're between what you're looking at with the stance where he's going up and down with his arms. It could be anywhere between that where he launches a move. So some people might like it, you know, in the play style. If you get some advanced stances where you're moving all over the place and you launch a kick from when you're at the right part of the stance, it would actually land differently than if you launched at a different part of the stance. So it adds a lot of depth to the game, but it's really tough to like visualize that type of depth at this point. So let's just launch this. Let's have him do his first frame. So twist, lift up the arm, push it out, kind of kick it out the whole way. Let's see, I'm visualizing what it would look like. I'm standing up. You know, you have to stand up for these. It's good to have an open room, you know, have a little bit of, I'm not saying I'm a great martial artist, but like I did do a little karate and not a whole lot, but it's good to know your basic stuff. So it goes like this, punches, so he'll be pulling his elbow back, all right? Twist it. And how will the legs look like? Punch. Okay. The legs stay firm where they're at. Maybe plant his front foot down, you know, for more. Make it look like he has more. So it's just rotate. I don't like to rotate the hips in this thing because it rotates the legs too, and then you have to readjust the legs back. So we'll just rotate the torso. That looks about right. All you do is you spin to do that, and then the next frame. Okay, that's the first frame. It'll be about 300. Okay, click on it. Alright. 300. You know what? You probably want to keep the your basic stance, because that's right. I kind of made a mistake here. I'm just gonna what you want to do is you want to have the stance in there. You don't actually play the stance on the actual move. You just start the move from the second frame up. Don't worry if you don't understand this. Just leave the stance in. I'm going to get the stance in by saving this. So I'm going to save my thing. This is going to be animation ninja. I'm going to call this temp. I might reuse the temp a couple of times. So I saved the animation as temp. Actually, I don't need to save an animation. I need to save a skeleton, because I want this frame. I want to load this frame up inside of the animation. So I'm going to say temp. Okay, now I have to load the animation back up for the ninja stance. Oh, okay, there it was. It was already there. And then I'll delete the first frame, make the second frame into the first frame. Okay, that's good. Confirm. Now I'll load temp, the skeleton. Interesting. That doesn't look anything like what I saved. Well, the nice thing is, if things are messed up, you just hit undo a couple times. So, okay, there it is, right there. There's my animation with the punch. Look, you can see he's punching. So now I hit F6. See, it undoes. The undo goes through all that stuff, you know. So I don't know how fast the punch will be. That's like, let's see, one Mississippi. It's you can get 2 punches in 1 Mississippi. So that's 500 milliseconds for a punch and back. So that's 250 milliseconds for a single punch. So I'll confirm that, and then we'll just play. And this is we're playing the the first punch. Okay, well, that's almost 10 minutes. I mean, that's 8 minutes. That could be a good end for the first tutorial. Sorry about forgetting my stuff a little bit, but I think you got it. It's like maybe you don't. But there's gonna be a lot of tutorials, and I'm gonna do a lot of help things, and get everybody jump started on this. If you find this stuff interesting, that's all that matters, because if you find it interesting, you're just gonna keep learning about it, and that's why I want to get into education, kindergarten through 12th grade, putting free books, getting free books together, and once you get free books on a computer, and then you have some people doing tutorials like this for all the cool things that are that you can teach kids, books are free, but they make you charge them, so people pay like $10,000 worth of books, in education. In the future, people are just going to pay like $100 laptop. Laptops are going to get cheaper too. So it's like you're paying 1/100th of the cost, and you get so much more. And you can put some college stuff on there. Put all the knowledge known to man when you finally get to it on a computer on the hard drive, and then some software in addition to the books, like learning software, and that could revolutionize education. I mean, it will. It seriously will revolutionize education. The only reason books aren't given out for free on the online is because people want to make money, and there's a give and take. Some people say making money will make better books, but I mean, what happens if we put everything for free up right now? Everything ever made for free. Everybody would be like millionaires owning all the books there were. All the movies. I don't know. People don't want to hear this. They'll just go to piracy if they want to do it. I don't endorse piracy. Buy my game. It's like no. I'm just kidding. Do what you want. Let's do this.